Hello, today I'm going to show you on how to edit a couple things on your All About Me merge cube. So I'm going to show you how to drag and drop items into the merge cube first and how to place them. So one of the things that your teacher is going to want you to do is to change this person at the top. So as you can see, when I click the person, there's a highlighted box around them. If I click them, then I hit the backspace button on my computer. That will delete them. If I made a mistake and I didn't want to delete them, I can go up here to the undo button and bring them back. But I'd like to select my own person for now. To find my own person, I'm going to go over to the library button. And then in here, I can take a look on the people. I'm going to select this person for now. And I'd like to bring it close to my merge cube. As you can see, my library popped up again. I'm just going to hit the library button back. And I'm going to bring myself down to see. I'm going to use this drag to scale to make the person a little bigger. I think I like that size of them. I'm going to use this button, the drag to lift, to have them float over my merge cube, because if I try to use this button to bring them up or this, it'll just bring them really far back. So I'm going to use this button to bring the person up and move them over onto my merge cube. I'm going to bring her down a little bit. Now, just because this looks great from the front, I'm going to be constantly wanting to move my merge cube around because, as you can see, she's floating a little too much. And then I can bring her down a little bit. Ooh. There we go. Can take a look from the back. Okay, I think that looks good. And the thing I want to keep doing whenever I add stuff into my merge cube is to double click on them, go to code, and use in code blocks if I want to code them. I like to do this as I go along so I can remember. And if this is the title up here where it says Fancy Girl, if I'm going to struggle to remember that, I can retitle it Ms.Millar, or my name, to help me remember. There's the speech, physics, transform, animations, and material button, but we aren't really going to focus on that right now. This code button is the one we want to focus on. So we want to make sure it's on with it being blue. So there I've placed my first person. Over here, where it says your favorites, like your penguin and your cupcakes and things like that, you want it to follow, you want your items to follow what the topic up here is going to be. So right here, they have a vet. So they have a horse and a dog and a cat. Right here, it says penguin. So they have a penguin. Favorite foods, cupcake. They have a cupcake. Now, if I don't want these in my merge cube because maybe my favorite animal isn't a penguin, I can just select it, backspace to delete it. And then I can go to the library and I can find my favorite animal instead. So for example, I might want to do a shark. I can go down to the search bar. I'm going to type in shark, make sure I spell it correctly. And I need to drag and drop it again. You see how it's all the way back far? I want to bring it up nice and close. I need to click that library button again. And then as you can see, it's facing backwards and I don't like that. So I'm going to use this awesome handy dandy blue circle around it to rotate it so it looks forward at me. If I'm also wanting to change it at all, I have this awesome rotation mode so I can make it look up. I can move it to look at a different direction. I can rotate it, all of that fun stuff. But I find it really hard to edit and animate things with this, all these little circles around. So I just click this button again to get rid of it. And then I want to remember to check around, see how far away it is from my merge cube. I want to bring it in nice and close. So it's an accessory to my merge cube. It's not going to take up the whole space, and that is going to be nice and close. And then before I move on, I want to make sure I